Because if you're here, right? Think about what you have to do. You have to get here.
Yeah.
But don't let yourself get there.
Yeah.
And don't let me flatten you out. If I'm gonna pass, you're picking the worst or the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
If you stay where you fight to the end, one, your hands are gonna be exhausted because you've gripped and I passed it. You're gonna be tired, and you're gonna be like, now what?
Yeah. Appreciate it, y'all. That's good advice.
The difference between guard retention, and guard recovery. And the problem is that if you stay in one phase too long, you're screwed. So first the camera right here. He's in my guard, which means I can attack, we'll do whatever I want to do. Once he stands up and starts to show that my attacks don't work, now I'm not in guard, I'm in guard retention. So now I have to do everything I can just to get my guard back. I'm not doing anything to do what I was first doing, which is attacking or choke or trying to go for things like that. So here, once he stands up, I'm no longer in guard, now I'm in guard retention. If he still pushes past my retention, I'm not in retention anymore. Now when he pushes past my legs, I'm in full recovery mode trying to clear the film. If I stay in any phase too long, it's the wrong thing to do. So if I stay in recovery, when I should be doing retention, this is recovery. Recovery is me trying to pull him back down. Even if I pull him down, he's just gonna leg drag me past. Now I'm screwed. So you're staying in one phase too long. You're in guard, attack. When he starts to get up, recover. When he pushes past the recovery, scramble, we'll reset.
I kind of think of it like, chess or whatever. Here, I actually feel like I have the advantage. Worst case scenario, like we're at a push. I got attack here. You can't do anything until you navigate this, right? All right, so now we're open. Right here, I kind of consider this is pretty neutral. You can attack, I can attack. You start getting past, you start putting me on my hip. It's worse and worse the less I want to hang out here.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
I just think of it as like a series of where am I in the game? Yeah. I can still attack here, but you are open, you're on top.
You're the bottom, another mistake that especially people that have a hard time to do that, they do it, exactly what he said. You see how you create a distance?
Yes, sir.
You create a distance where you didn't create any extra frame. So actually just give it to the guy on the top, more chase to pass.
You gotta start.
So when
I gotta do something.
Look, close the guard. So if vessel captain just open the guard, just open the leg. Don't do a hip escape, just open the guard. Didn't change that much for you.
Yes,
but now if you do a hip escape, do a hip escape now, okay?
Okay.
So it's easy for you to pass now because look, now you have a way to pass because one leg, he pin his leg on the ground for you. So if that guy open your guard, don't escape your hips unless they start to create a distance, and then you have to move your hips.
Oh.
So when you move your hips first, you create the distance for them.
Yeah, like if
one last step.
We just opened up.
I was trying to get in Delahaye, but he was just not having it.
Yeah, but like one thing that I do a lot, especially when the close the guard there. So what thing I do, I grab the belt with the head. I grab out. I'm on a bottle.
I grab his belt?
Yeah.
It's somewhere there.
Grab the belt. Sometimes I go even both hands. Now try to pass his guard. Because you can create a distance. Your hips just never, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get to a point there. Kevin gonna be able to cross your arm and take your back because now you focus too much and create a distance that you forget about the frame. So the main key when you do guard is to make sure the hip.
Yeah, you can get your knee. He's on top of my knee.
Even if you open the guard, nothing changes.
Yeah. He's still on top of me. So thank y'all.
People focus too much and grab the sleeves, grab the collar. If you're not really good on the guard, bro, grab right there and bring him back because try to move back. We can't.
Yeah, another thing that'll help.
Never, yeah.
It's just like a crunch.
Eventually, Kevin gonna create a leverage because
So if you're on bottom and a guy's trying to create space,
Thanks, Professor.
like knee, just like a crunch, like you're taking your knee.
Right. Yeah. Using the hips.
Yeah. And especially,
you're gonna make a mistake. You fasten the hip.
especially like when the guy goes to stand, I wait till like he puts one foot up, and now when you go to get that other foot in the air, you got nothing.
Yeah.
Once that foot comes up, I'm just watching for it. I'm just gonna crunch, and you're gonna fall right over.
Yeah. Again, I think for you, it's how are you conceptualizing this?
Yeah.
And if you just look at the move that you're in, and you don't look past it, you're completely screwed once the team moves on.
So don't let him like close the distance to begin with.
Don't let, because sometimes you can't stop the guy. The idea is you have to recognize when your defensive have been breached. You'd have to have like a zero barrier when you have. I can't still be fighting if my leg's here the same way I was with my legs here. If you get beat to the side that you want to get beat. When I was going to Nasir, right? I knew I couldn't pass the Nasir's going, right? But I knew if he swept me, I could land in the way and I could sweep him back. So I would do that to him all the time and 80 because I would fight. And I would set up my pass so that once he swept me, I would immediately go to deep half and come right back on top. And I know he has really long legs, and I'm here and I'm trying to pass toward him, and I feel like I'm gonna waste a lot of energy. So if a guy gets here, boom, boom, and he wants to sweep me, a lot of times I'll get here, sweep, go for a sweep. Anyway, boom, boom, so say he goes here, say he wants to go for a sweep, say like this.
Yeah.
Or say he wants to just like a basic like do like a collar sleeve sweep, something like that. Something like that.
We do it like here, kind of coming in.
Yeah, so you put me like this. You see where I live? Look what my hand is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to negotiate this.
Right? So I knew he was sweeping me, but instead of fighting the sweep, I made sure that when I land, he came on top. And now I'm in deep half. Yeah. And I can pass better from this position, like I said, than I could from standing. Yeah.
So just because I'm on top doesn't mean I'm winning.
Because here, like this, boom, he's super long way. He's doing spider guard. I know it's gonna take a lot of energy, but I can't pass the guard. Boom, 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 boom. So he comes in, the guy sweeps me, boom, boom, boom. And I also try to make sure he sweeps me where I wouldn't be swept at. So, boom. So you saw I went down here, and now I'm already in deep half. Why? Try to come on top, can
yeah, if I come up, he's gonna.
Yeah, okay. Well, see, now I choose sweep, and I go right into pass from there.
Yeah. And now it's on me. I gotta figure it.
Right, because now he's in a position that he didn't like. He might not have a good half guard. He might be better at spider guard. He might be better at the guard. Because again, most people are gonna set up the guard that they're best at, right? But if I force you into a guard that you're not good at, because that's best for me to pass, that's what I do.
Yeah.
So half guard is my strongest position. Yeah. So I normally force people to go half guard against me because I understand how to get out of half guard better than I understand how to get out of it.
Yeah. Hey, thank y'all. Appreciate it. Thanks for the rolls. Thanks for the advice.
And some people are either guard players or the passers, they may be equal. If I feel like this guy's guard or his legs are too long, where I'm gonna waste, like I said, 5 minute roll with the competition, and I'm like, man, all right, listen, I'm gonna make it super tough for him to sweep me, and I'm gonna make it super easy for me to sweep him. Why? Because the psychology of, it took me 3 minutes to sweep this guy, it took him 20 seconds to sweep me back. So I would do that in competitions. I would go, I would fight quick, I step out, I come, like, man, this guy's a really good guard, I can't pass. So I get to a position to where when he started to go for a sweep that I was okay with, he would sweep me, I instantly go to deep half, come back out on deep half, get the points, and we go for like a long step.
Sweep you strategically, doesn't that still count against you?
It's 2 points. But again, what did I land in? So that's part of like when I trained jiu-jitsu, used to think that, man, getting swept, then what you see most guys, it's just 2 points. And therefore if I land in a position that's dominant for me, I'm confident I get those 2 points back. Again, I don't teach people the strategy like, man, let the guy sweep you. Like, no. But I'm saying when I'm training, I train that way with guys who are like have really, really good guards that I know, man, I may not be able to pass the way I want to, or I may put myself in more positions where they have something like, all right, well, listen, it also helps me understand that if I'm down 2 points at the end of the world. Because I used to be, when I first like a white belt or blue belt, I would get swept, and my brain would be like, but then it wasn't until I was just like, oh man, he got 2 points, I got the 2 points right back. That I started to be okay with like not fighting to the death. So what I mean by getting swept is not like you just go up there like and let the guy knock you over.
Right.
But you don't like squeeze so hard or you put yourself in a bad position to where you get in the back and get in the worst spot. So yeah, if I'm able to kind of get through and the guy's guard, I'm able to pass and put a scramble, I'll do that first. Okay. But if I feel like the guy is just like super strong, holding on, and I'm not gonna get a chance to kind of get through it, I won't fight it as hard if I can land in the position that I want to land it. So if you go back and you watch the fight between Buchecha and Rodolfo, it's like 2012, I think we're on semifinals like that. It's like one of the greatest jiu-jitsu matches ever. I think the score was like 14-12. But you would see, conceive, go right back at it. Boom, other side, boom, boom, boom. He would sweep him, he would come up, he would look, I'm gonna sweep him back. It's kind of like the old concept of how people get a 50-50. Yeah. And they sweep each other both ways because they understand that you don't have a great position. Once you come up, you're just back where we started at.
Right.
So sometimes that's just kind of the same principle. Like I won't advocate anybody, hey man, don't try to pass, let the guy sweep you because you may get it back. Like no. Like that's not the idea. The idea is that, again, you gotta think when I was on the Nazi, I was a purple belt, I was a brown belt, so he's a black, the high level competitor black.
Yeah.
So the amount of energy it took me to fight every guard pass, he would still sweep me anyway.
Okay.
And what happened is he would sweep me in a position I didn't want to be swept into. Okay. So he would sweep me, then he would pass. Okay. So what I would do is I would get down and I would only give him the sweep that I felt comfortable going. He still get it. It was like I was stopping it.
It's really kind of like taking the hit so that you have the opportunity for the appropriate counter on your turn.
Right. So it's just like if, like so, when Professor Kevin was attacking me earlier, a lot of times my strongest defense for myself is an armbar defense. Okay. So I've been in armbars enough, I worked on enough times that when I feel like the guy is getting somewhere I don't like, I'll actually give up my arm because the moment he goes for it, I go for the defense. Okay. Again, not the greatest strategy in the world, right? But again,
it works for your mechanics, your approach.
It goes back to, remember the movie 300 when they were like, it's about where you fight. So I choose to fight you to narrow. So that's what I try to narrow the opportunity that the guy has. So I know where you're. Well, I look for, this is a bad situation.
Yeah.
Right? How do I get from bad to okay to scramble to dominate?
Is it breaking them with something else?
Well, again, it's baiting him with something that I feel more comfortable defending. Okay. Like, I don't want him on my back in the figure four. Why? Because it's left it too long. Okay. So if I let him keep advancing towards that position, then I'm going to be in a really bad spot because once he locks in the figure four, it's very hard for me to get that off. Okay. But I have at least a good chance if he goes to my arm, once he goes and sits back, if I'm following it and comes up, then I can pull the arm back. But if he goes and takes my back and he has my collar as a figure four, it's no chance. That's why arm bars are the easiest ones to counter because I can stack, I can get out of it. And you saw like when Jacare went against Hozier, he broke his arm. Why? Because he could still put him on my back and choking me. I have nowhere else to go.
Yeah. And by the way, this logic applies even when you're on top. Because there were times I had his back and I was like, I can't keep it. I know he's about to go. So I switched to, S mount and went to mount and took his back again. And, it was like, there are times where you keep a good position with this logic. You just may not keep the position you have.
Okay.
Right? And so you just have to, you're just reading what the guy's giving it.
Yeah, and that's why you don't waste a lot of energy. Like if I fight to keep a guy in a position just because it's dominant to me, I'm wasting a lot of energy. Yeah. Because say that guy gets out. So I'm not, when I was 28, 29, I had more fight for a scramble, but now that I'm 41, 42, it's just like,
you guys
the buffs, the explosions.
You got to spend the ball, save some energy for family.
Yeah. You choose what that explosion is going to mean. It may just be my last effort and I end up tapping like 5 seconds, 10 seconds later. Okay. But it's many times I've been in a competition where it's like, well, you got 10 seconds left. Yeah. That guy's going across your face, he's doing it like that. So you need to be able to say, okay, for 10 seconds, I can ride this out because I put one finger in between my neck and his throat, he's trying to like choke. But I know that I fought to get this hand in. I didn't fight to get this arm off because I couldn't, but I fight to do this because I know he can't finish me from that position. Okay. So the idea that some people have is that every position has to be like one. And no, it's just conceding and then fighting back. It's like, all right, I'll concede this position if I can get this back. Or I'll concede you getting out and reset because there's 3 minutes left and I know if I fought you for that, I'm going to be exhausted for the last part of the round. So I'll go boom, boom, boom. If the guy's like super squirming like that, I'll back out and reset. Okay. Rather than trying to like hold the guy down and then my energy tank goes to 0 and then...
It's the bend so you don't break.
Yeah.
Right? It's... And I do a lot. I'm just like, look. At 47, I was like, go ahead, get it.